What if Nasty Plot was in Gen 1 OU? Now, for those of you who are wondering, yes, Nasty Plot in Gen 1 custom games does work exactly like Amnesia. So we're basically asking, what if we gave Amnesia to a lot more Pokemon? And spoiler alert, it would be pretty good. Like, I don't think that would really surprise any of you. Obviously, boosting moves are just amazing in Gen 1. And giving Pokemon like Gengar and Alakazam Amnesia, basically, I don't need to explain to you how that can be pretty good. But we can, dive into it a little bit and examine it. I'm just going to start by saying I actually think Jynx would actually be the best Nasty Plot user in Gen 1. Because both Gengar and Alakazam, they already have some stuff that they, wish they can use. Obviously Gengar, he has, both Thunderbolt and Psychic. But also you still want Amnesia and Hypnosis. So Gengar has, some good moves you can use. But also, he doesn't have Stab to kill things with, let's say, Sludge Bomb or Shadow Ball. Meanwhile, Alakazam absolutely loves, Nasty Plot because he can now, hit even more powerful Psychics. And it can also help him do, at the very least, be able to, threaten Chansey and, be able to hit Chansey pretty hard. But also, at the same time, it's his only good special move, and the only other move he really has is Seismic Toss. So Recover, Nasty Plot, Thunder Wave, and Psychic could work, but then you do have a PowerPoint issue. Persian is another Pokemon that I know gets Nasty Plot, but maybe it gets used. Maybe Nasty Plot can help it do a little bit better against Haunter. But it's whatever. Not really amazing. Meanwhile, Jynx already, it's pretty, common meme that, Jynx's fourth move doesn't matter. So, without, it should be pretty obvious that this is very different when you have Nasty Plot. Now, granted, Rest is pretty good on Jynx. Considering Jynx is so frail, it's nice to heal it up. But Jynx is already mostly good for being a good lead with the most consistent sweep move in the game. And if you just give Jynx Nasty Plot, it can just threaten so many things. It already has a pretty good special. And with it basically in Amnesia, its Blizzard can OHKO Tauros. That's how hard Jynx can hit. And keep in mind, because Jynx, is the most consistent lead and always becomes to being a consistent sweeper, Jynx can very consistently put Pokemon to sleep, and then it can hit with an incredibly hard Blizzard or Psychic. There is not much that can actually, go up against it. Good thing Jynx is physically frail. That's the only thing keeping Jynx from being overpowered. Not that Gengar and Alakazam can't, get off a Nasty Plot too. They definitely can. In fact, Gengar could potentially be more dangerous because he can, have Hypnosis. So, same thing basically. He can be a lead, put something to sleep, then he can go for a Nasty Plot. And even if you just go for, one special move, Thunderbolt or Psychic and then Explosion, you can basically guarantee that whatever comes out will take a lot of damage. Whether it be, something that doesn't really mind Explosion, but it really doesn't want to take a boosted Thunderbolt or Psychic, or an actual Psychic type, which, because of the Nasty Plot, this means you don't can crit, you can survive, and then you can just immediately explode, do a lot of damage. That's definitely possible. Although Gengar really does suffer from not having a stab. I think if Gengar had stab he can use, stab Shadow Ball or stab, Sludge Bomb, or if he could, he was a Psychic type in Gen 1, I think there could have been an argument for him being a top 5. But for now, he's definitely better. And there's now like definitely more sets you can use. You can even get rid of like Explosion, or you can get rid of Hypnosis. He also has Mega Drain, but that probably doesn't matter. And yeah, nothing else that matters too much. So, you could probably still not use Nasty Plot at all on Gengar, and it would not much would change. I don't know about Alakazam. I definitely think any sets where you use like Reflect are definitely gone. I think Nasty Plot will always just be better. But I honestly think Seismic Toss might be better than Nasty Plot, but I am not completely sure. I guess it just depends on like the team and what your preference is. So let me know in the comments what you think. By the way, I'm just gonna say this now. Join my Discord, because I was not gonna make this video today, but I was chatting in the Discord where someone brought up Nasty Plot, which both of us really started the brainstorm, which inspired me to do this video. So like, I know I've been pretty consistent, but in my Discord server, like, you can like, I'll be pretty much active the entire, like, almost all the time. And a very good chance, if you just start talking about like a video you like to see, if you start brainstorming with me, I'll probably do the video immediately. But let's just get on to the replays. We only have 3, mostly showing off Jynx and Gengar and Alakazam. Obviously, Gengar could be incredibly dangerous once it gets up a Nasty Plot. Like, as you can see here, like, it's actually enough to where it can survive a Psychic from Starmie. Although, being a 2-hit KO, you definitely wish it could be more. It's a little disappointing. But funny enough, just like with Mewtwo, both Alakazam and Gengar, they actually like go up to 999, which is 2 Amnesias. And also, the fact that Gengar is so fast is hilarious to me, because it actually means that sometimes setting up Amnesias could actually just be a waste of time, because sometimes you can just crit, and then you just don't do enough damage, and then you die. So interesting enough, that actually is a good argument for maybe not even using Amnesia for Alakazam and Gengar, or at the very least not using more than 1 Amnesia. Which, by the way, I forgot to say this earlier, but one thing I can definitely guarantee would happen if Nasty Plot was in the game is that Slowbro and Amnesia X would definitely not be. I 100% believe that if, like, you know, Pokemon like Alakazam and Gengar had Nasty Plot, Slowbro would just be, well, too slow to actually deal with, you know, the meta. And obviously a Pokemon like Gengar can just set up Amnesias and then murder with, or Nasty Plots, use Nasty Plots and murder with Thunderbolts. I apologize if I said Amnesia a lot in this video instead of Nasty Plot. They're essentially the same move, so I don't think it matters too much. But, very least you can see here, Amnesia, or Nasty Plot, I did it again, sorry, definitely can do a lot of damage. But also, like, even there, Alakazam has 2 Amnesias up, or Nasty Plots, and it doesn't even, like, consistently 2-hit KO Chansey. When I was brainstorming this in my Discord server, I was assuming that Nasty Plot on Gengar and Alakazam would be absolutely insane. But, as you can see here, like, it's definitely good, and, like, I definitely wasn't playing optimally. I was just trying to show off just the raw damage and bulk you can get with Nasty Plot. But it's, I mean, I'm not sure. Like, I feel like it's not as good as it looks here, but that could just be just because I wasn't playing optimally. And obviously, like, didn't you have a full team? Like, Alakazam using Nasty Plot and KOing 3 Pokemon. Okay, that's actually like actually amazing. But at the same time, like, you obviously wouldn't switching your Rhydon just to get a sack. The Rhydon would also be another huge loser, because with so many Pokemon now getting a huge special boost, Rhydon can just get O-code really consistently, and that's no good. And like I said earlier, Blizzard can O-code Tauros, which, yeah, that shouldn't be a thing. And even Alakazam, with its high special, almost gets O-code. This is just Jinx. This is just your sleep lead that you put things to sleep with, and it probably dies or gets paralyzed. So, if you're just your sleep lead can KO 2 Pokemon like this, yeah, there's no doubt about it. Nasty Plot can and will, massively power creep the game. I think hilariously enough, it actually would power creep Amnesia, which were, like I said, both Snorlax and Slowbro wouldn't really be contenders anymore. And even in Gen 1 Ubers, Mewtwo gets it, I'm pretty sure, but it's not different than Amnesia. But Mew also gets it. Now, is Nasty Plot better than Sword Stance on Mew? Absolutely not. You are pretty much a worse Mewtwo if you try doing that. But it's really good to have the option. Absolutely. If you want to use a different set, that can completely work. So, yeah, all in all, Nasty Plot would be good, but I would not like to actually see it in game. I feel like it would make the meta a little too offensive, and I feel like sweeps would be a little too easy, which I just don't really think would be very good for the game. But other than that, it's not the worst thing I've seen. I think there's other moves that would make the game much worse, such as let's say close combat. But still, at least Jinx is doing very well. But what do you think? Do you think Nasty Plot would be overpowered in Gen 1? Do you think it would be really good but wouldn't be busted? And will you join the Discord server? Because I guarantee if you try to talk to me about something, I will get interested in it. And because of how my ADHD works, I'll probably work on the video immediately. Well, that's about it. Thank you all for watching. This is Groundback, and until next time, I look forward to hearing from you.